Okay, I saw like three comments or so kind of spread out amongst my Zatima uploads I posted recently, and I'm glad that some people are agreeing with me. But hey, I've said this several times on the channel, but I'm well aware that the fan base from my Facebook groups, my Twitter page, Instagram page, and YouTube audience are all completely different, you know, just groups of people where my opinion on something specific might be agreed upon in one platform, whether it be YouTube, but then I get dragged for it on, let's say, Instagram or Twitter. And of course, the most recent one being that I did not care for the way Fatima just threw Angela's dating habits in her face about like always sleeping with some random dude. It's like, I don't think you can give me advice on this. And I'm just like, well, she didn't give advice. All she said was, isn't it exhausting? Because you yourself for like the umpteenth time said, I don't know, Angela. It's like every time me and Zach get through one thing, we just get into another. And Angela just said, I know, wow, isn't it exhausting? That's all she said. Yet all of a sudden Fatima felt the need to kind of just interrupt her friend and shut her down, saying, Angela, I don't need your advice on this. And it's just like, what? And I love the fact that some people agree with me, saying, you know what, Jeremy, you got a point, because I went on to say how Angela has dealt with so much because, not only has she heard a lot about the ins and outs of Fatima's relationship, but she's been present for a lot of the drama too. Remember that same day she saw both Fatima and Zach destroy another person's house/apartment in a rage, and she almost got shot at. So yeah, she has a right to be like, isn't it a lot? And then on top of that, another person said like, you know what, Jeremy, it's like, yeah, I feel you on this one, because a lot of these people say, you know what, Fatima was wrong. Well, not wrong for what she said. She's right. And I'm like, I never said what Fatima said was incorrect. It's just that the timing and the way she said it was completely uncalled for. And keep in mind, whenever Fatima gets into some sort of argument saying that she's leaving Zach or whatever, where does she go? Directly to Angela's place to sleep in her guest room or whatever. So yeah, I feel like Angela did nothing wrong. But that's not the reason I'm doing this video, but it does link to it. And when I look at the comments on those kind of videos, somebody said, you know what, Jeremy, I rock with you, and it's a brave thing you do what you do, because a lot of people don't call out Fatima when she's wrong. And season 3, Fatima is acting like season 5 Fatima from Sistas, the one who's self-righteous, supremely hypocritical, and it's ridiculous. Now, the same comment said that, well, actually another comment said, I love the fact that you said that you are not allowing Fatima's pregnancy to be some sort of excuse, because a lot of people can say that, oh, well, the reason Fatima's being, I don't know, emotional, irrational, and doing what she's doing is because she's pregnant and the hormones are kicking in. And I said the same thing about Karen, and that's why people said, you know what, I love your point, because you didn't give Karen any grace when she, was pregnant and was acting the way she was acting, and you're not doing with that for Fatima now. That's because it's not due to me being a biased fan or anything, but it's looking at the facts. You could argue that the pregnancy hormones and all that crap, it's only enhancing what's already there. So for people who say, well, Jeremy, the only reason she tore up Deja's apartment and took the baseball bat and started wailing on a person's car is because she was in her feelings about what happened that day with Zach over at Belinda's, and she's in her emotions because of the hormones and crap. Well, that may be true, but let's not forget that in Sistas, she did the exact same thing to Hayden, and she was not pregnant. Took the baseball bat, tore up his car, ran up in his house, tore up stuff in there, threatened him and Gary, and then left. No pregnancy. Like I said, the hormones might be enhancing what's already there, but I'm not using that as an excuse. Same with Karen, the way she, would talk down to Zach, just do everything in her power to make his life hell. That's stuff she would do prior to the pregnancy. So no, the pregnancy for me is not a legitimate excuse to say, oh, well, Fatima gets a pass. No, she does not. She does not. This is who she is. And I said it before, go to BET Plus or Amazon or wherever platform you need to go. Go to Sistas season 5. There are just so many examples I can use of Fatima just being the worst, the absolute worst. That was the introduction of the Fatima who says, "Hey, Zach, I don't want to talk to about this specific thing you want to talk about right now because I need to process. I need to meditate because if I don't, then I'm going to lash out and nobody's going to be happy." This is the Fatima who just forgot how to apologize despite being wrong on so many occasions. And man, no, Fatima's pregnancy is not an excuse for how she's been acting because this is all shit we've seen before. So don't look at me going, well, Jeremy, no, you're being too hard on her because pregnant. No, like I said at the beginning of the video, I didn't give Karen grace when she was, over the course of the past several seasons because her behavior doesn't really seem like the pregnancy. I mean, sure, I think Aaron and Andy both stated that, yeah, this is a side of her I've never seen before. But overall, this is who she is, baby or no baby. So yeah, Fatima gets no grace. That's it. Like and subscribe. Love me or hate me in terms of this kind of content because I'm letting you know what it is.